If you've ever said, I just need more time to work on my business, then this episode might ruffle your feathers in the best way. Because what if the problem's not your calendar, it's your strategy? Today, I'm breaking down the myth that more time equals more progress and showing you how to make serious momentum in the margins of your day with the smarter, simpler strategy that actually works for your real life as a mom. Let's ditch the overwhelm and start working with the time you've got. Welcome to the Moms Make Money podcast. I'm your host, Jenny. I'm the owner of Moms Make Money Collective, a podcast and visibility strategist and mom of two. Many moms feel like we need to sacrifice our careers for our children, but I wholeheartedly believe that we can have a thriving business and family at the same time. In this podcast, we're going to be diving into the ins and outs of running a business as a mom and getting real and raw about all things parenting. So buckle up because we're about to go all in. Hey, and welcome back to Moms Make Money, the show for mom entrepreneurs who are ready to build profitable, life-giving businesses in part-time hours. I'm your host, Jenny, and if you've ever found yourself saying, if I just had more time, then today's episode's for you. Because here's the truth. You don't need more time, you need a better strategy. Let's dig in. Look, I get it. As moms, we're constantly short on time. Between school drop-offs, snack breaks, laundry mountains, and trying to remember if anyone fed the dog, we're running businesses in the absolute margins of our day. And that sneaky little thought creeps in. If I just had more hours in the day, I could finally get ahead. But the reality is, more time isn't the magic solution that we really think it is. If you had an extra hour, would you really spend it strategically, or would you get swallowed up in busy work, endless email refreshing, or tweaking your Canva graphics again? We don't have a time problem, we have a strategy problem. So let's be honest. How many times have you sat down at your desk during nap time or after school drop-off and spent the first 30 minutes deciding what to do? We waste a lot of time deciding instead of doing. And you may be wondering why that is. That's because we're lacking clarity and direction. A solid strategy eliminates the decision fatigue. It helps you know exactly what to work on before you even sit down. So instead of trying to find more time, ask yourself these questions. Am I using the time I do have intentionally? Do I know what my highest priority task is today? And am I working on needle-moving actions or just staying busy? When I work with moms inside of my coaching containers, I don't just help them create a schedule. I help them create a system that doesn't fall apart when life happens. Because let's be real, life always happens. Here's the mindset shift I want you to make. From I need more time to how can I simplify and streamline? So here's what that might look like. Instead of trying to post on every social platform, you create one podcast episode and repurpose it into multiple pieces of content. Instead of doing every client task manually, you can set up automations and workflows that run without you. And instead of offering 5 different services, you can refine one signature offer that brings in consistent income. This is how we create breathing room without magically adding more hours to the day. So let's pause for a second and do a little self-audit. Ask yourself these questions. What's currently taking up the most time in my business, and is it aligned with my goals? What can be simplified, streamlined, or eliminated altogether? The second question to ask yourself is, what can be simplified, streamlined, or eliminated altogether? The third thing is, what systems or tools could help me save time right now? And then the fourth question is, am I prioritizing the right things or just trying to do everything? If you're stuck in reactive mode, always responding, always behind, it's time to step back and re-strategize. So here is the tough love part. You're not going to wake up one day and magically have more hours. The nap schedule isn't going to suddenly become perfect, and summer break isn't going to disappear. But that doesn't mean that you can't build a thriving business. It just means that your strategy needs to work with your life, not against it. And that's what I help moms do every day. Build sustainable businesses that don't require hustle, burnout, or 10-hour workdays. So the next time you catch yourself thinking, if I just had more time, I want you to pause, breathe, and remember, you don't need more time, you need a better strategy. And if you want support creating a business strategy that actually fits into your life as a busy mom, I would love to invite you to check out the Sustainable Success Accelerator or any of my one-to-one mentorship opportunities. Whether you want hands-on help or strategic support, I've got just the thing for you. You can find the link to either of those options by clicking the link in my show notes. And if this episode hit home for you, would you take 30 seconds to leave a rating and review and share it with a fellow mom? It helps more than you know. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you next week for another episode of Moms Make Money. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'd love it if you would head on over to our free Facebook group called Moms Make Money Collective to connect with us further. If you're more of an Instagram fan, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Moms Make Money Collective. If you're loving the show, make sure to leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcast. Your feedback means the absolute world to us. We'll see you in the next episode.